Heidi ho, beer burrinos. We have a brand new beer to me and to the world with a very fun, fancy, shiny label. It's Bissell Brothers Nothing Gold, their new double IPA they released for the first time at their new brewery in Portland. And I guess it's the double IPA they're going to make during the summers now. Swish is their superstar double IPA that they've been doing only for the winters, and I've never even been able to get my hands on a can of it before. I got someone to pick this up for me, wait in the line, which is very cool. I don't have to wait in the line or anything. And this one is brewed with Equinox, Citra, and Amarillo hops, which sounds like a nice combo, especially a big change from all the Mosaic, Citra, and Simcoe beers that seems like every brewery makes now. And they said they use mainly Halcyon malt, a pale British, like heirloom traditional British malt, as the base malt for this. That's very flavorful, biscuity, but I guess less dry than a lot of other ones, like Golden Promise, or I guess some of the other ones from England. And I guess there's honey malt and a little bit of oat malt, but no wheat, even though they use usually a little bit of wheat in all their beers. And this one, I guess they don't, the date is on the plastic on top, but it's from last Saturday, so it's like 5 days old. And then what I noticed about Bissell Brothers beers is that, of course, they're ridiculously hazy, like Trillium's and Treehouse style hazy. But they've all got a unique green vegetable quality in addition to intense juiciness. And this one is definitely their haziest. It is, yeah, it looks turbid and almost brown on the camera there. Even when I bring it closer to the light, it's not brightening up. But I can smell it already. It's intense orange juice aroma just fills the area. Ooh, yeah. You have lots of orange and peach, and not too much of that woody, cedary, peppery Equinox. Whenever I see Equinox listed in an IPA as one of the hops, it's always like, is this going to be a big smoky jalapeno in my face? Because sometimes Equinox can be like that. But in blends, it can bring out, you know, the normal juicy tropical flavors also. And that's what it's doing here. There's a little bit of that sort of hot pepper thing happening too, but it's sweet nectary flavors for the most part. It's really nice, a very big aroma, with orange, peach, nectarine, a little bit of that vanilla cakey passion fruit citras in there too, but the Amarillo is making it very, very orange juice forward too. And it's got a little bit of a really fresh, juicy fruit tang happening that I get from beers that are brewed with actual passion fruit puree and peach puree that aren't even hoppy beers. I'm noticing very similar aromas. And I'm not getting any much heat, astringency, booziness in the nose either, even though it's 8.2% alcohol. But that's still in my favorite range of double IPAs. Anything below 8.5 is my favorite strength for double IPAs. But yeah, it's luscious and sweet nectary flavors coming out, or aromas, but I'm sure the flavors will match up a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, it gets more incensey and dank in the flavor, especially in that first sip. There's some really interesting things happening. But then there's that chalky, Smarties sort of flavor in the finish. But I think so. It's the woody, tea-like qualities from the Equinox are bringing out an interesting perfume flavor that then kind of fades and finishes with a lot of passion fruit, citra, and sort of chalky fruit candies, as opposed to like hard fruit candies, which is what I get from things like Idaho 7 and El Dorado, where those are ones that are very limey, strawberry, watermelon. This combo is staying pretty much on the passion fruit, tropical, citrus side of things. And it's definitely got some texture from all that yeast, but it's not a huge body. Only a little bit of sweetness and not too bitter. It kind of has a similar bitter sweetness combo and body as a Trillium double IPA, I would say. Maybe Trilliums have a little bit more body and are not quite as dry. But I'm not getting a lot of intense, weird, unique green flavors out of this like I do with some Trillium beers. Like I'm not getting huge green onion and, or not Trillium, so Bissell beers. And Bissell's the substance also has this intense like asparagus sort of flavor that I noticed that gets a little bit stronger as it gets older and the fruit fades a little bit. But I'm not really getting any of that green stuff. Like, it's not super garlicky. Maybe there's a touch of that. But it's more of a woody incense. That's the savory elements happening here. It's not as much of a salad beer. Even Swish, their other double IPA, it has the juicy characters, but then it has, yeah, really intense scallion, green onion flavors happening that to make it sort of, you know, taste like it's half mango, half salad beer. Yeah, there's definitely some mango in this going on too. But that's kind of what happens when you mix together Citra and Equinox. But I like it a lot. It's very drinkable. And it's giving me a little bit of dryness on the tongue from the bitterness, but it's not raking my tongue at all. Just kind of on the edge of being noticeably bitter. It's still kind of low for a double IPA. That's very nice. There's a little bit of a unique element, I think, from how they use the Equinox, but I'd probably give it like a 90 or something like that. It's really nice, but it's not gonna blow you away like some double dry hop things from Trillium. The aroma's really big, but I don't know, Stephanie, are you smelling any of this over there? No. Nope. Oh, you will soon. Let's do 92, because there's like no flaws in this beer. There's nothing unpleasant that I can find at all. And there's some unique incensey qualities that are coming in to the flavor. They're different from the usual greenness that I'm really enjoying. So let's give a 92 for Nothing Gold from Bissell Brothers. Goodbye.